Alright guys, we are back again with another episode of Frieren Beyond Journeys End. We have episode 3 here up and ready to go. It's kind of hard to, guess what's going to be going on this episode. If last episode is anything to go by, which I can't really say it is because we're only 2 episodes in so far. But if it is, maybe this will be like an adventure type of thing where like Frieren and Fern are doing different stuff every episode. Or maybe like they just haven't found something like concrete to do yet. They haven't found like the big adventure that's in store for them. Either way, I'd honestly be okay with anything. I'm perfectly fine if Frieren and Fern just continue helping out random people, reminiscing about the past, but also like moving on to better things. Last episode, I talked about it enough in like a last video, right? But it was just such a breath of fresh air and I really enjoyed that. And whether that's going to be like kind of the main theme of this whole anime, I'm not sure. I wouldn't say no to it though. It feels like something I really, really would enjoy. But I think no matter what they do, I'm going to really enjoy this. So honestly, I don't have much else to say about it. I just kind of want to hop into it and, see what happens. I don't know. I know there is like some redheaded guy that I think shows up eventually to be part of the cast. I've just seen him in like Instagram posts, TikToks. I know nothing about him. Just that little tiny spoiler. I know that guy's showing up at some point. So, but yeah, let's just hop right into the episode and see what happens. So let's go. Oh, sorry. It wasn't even an Instagram post. It was straight up the OP that I've seen this guy from. Okay, no real big spoiler then. Food, what? Frieren's like, yeah, I'm gonna nap. That's a necessity. She's hiding something. Oh wow, just the absolute worst at lying. Straight up changed. Like she doesn't even look human anymore. She's not a human elf. She doesn't even look humanoid anymore. Straight up, that's a cat face right there. Something we don't need. Huh? Only dissolves. Okay, what? Sorry. What do you need that for, Frieren? I feel like it is absolutely necessary to ask that question. Why do you need a potion that dissolves clothing? Maybe I don't want to know. Yeah, I'd say that one was actually not bad. So she does have some form of logic behind those purchases. I love Fern's face. Just a straight up like, oh, really? Oh. Yep. Not this time. We ain't wasting any time trying to return that shit. Yeah, a necklace. Oh, maybe she's buying a nice gift for Fern. Yeah. Damn, she's stressing right now. Sweating. Oh, the most stressed she's ever been in her life. Demon Lord doesn't even compare. Oh no, the cat. You gonna give us up right now? Oh, and now she's distracted. Oh, great. Just a great pair we got here. Real good. Desserts. Yeah, like without me? What? Oh, Frieren, you bitch. Just straight up. Better cause a rift between these guys. Oh? Okay. These all seem like really nice fellows. I mean, I know the Frieren can handle herself, so I'm not too stressed. No, I'm 100% expecting this to just be a complete, 180, and these guys actually make the most delicious desserts in the world. I'm really hoping. Got the mountain. Yeah. Ready to adventure? Fair. I mean, everyone has a sweet tooth. I was gonna say, she's just been so distracted. Frieren's gonna be like, what the hell have you been doing this whole time? Oh, trying to figure something out nice for the both of them to enjoy. That's kind of sweet. Yeah, okay. What? Why? Yeah, she seems so, like, wistful today. Another Himmel throwback. Oh, she feels like eating it. Oh, so she just knew. Yeah. Don't know anything. Exactly. That's what I was just thinking is, like, it's kind of interesting how, like, humans, since they have such limited time, they're actually, like, people like Himmel, and obviously I think Heider and Eisen as well. Well, Eisen, I'm not sure, again. I never know about that guy. But Heider and Himmel, they try to, learn stuff about people because they know there's, like, a limited amount of time. And honestly, for them, their adventure was such a long period of time, while for Frieren, for her it was so short. So I don't know how it works if she just doesn't try to get to know people. Like if that's just a normal thing for elves to, like, since for them it's a short period of time, she thinks there's so much more time to get to know these guys, she doesn't really bother during this part. Or hell, maybe Frieren's different, and she just takes everything super slowly, super in stride. But still, it's an interesting, like, I don't know if that would be like a philosophical, no, like psychological question of if you were to experience time differently, like Frieren does, would everything extend? Like your relationships, would they also take like a multitude more time to bloom, that sort of thing? It's an interesting thing that they're bringing up. Sour the better, hell yeah. Nice. Yep. Answer for everything for Heider. Alcohol. Yeah, and she's learning from her mistakes. Oh, and she's giving the gift too. Oh yeah. It's my birthday. Damn, actually. Did Frieren know about that? That it's her birthday? Oh. It's actually awesome. Yeah. Hopelessly dense. Well, at least she's being honest with her. I'm overjoyed. Yeah. It's just the effort that counts, too. No. But, yeah, she's trying at least. She's learned from her mistakes in the past of not getting to know Himmel as much as she wanted to, or Heider. She obviously, like, regretted that when it came to an end, their relationship. So now she's actually, like, putting in the effort to try to figure out what she likes, or to build the relationship up so that, like, at least Fern can feel like she, like, is her friend, right? Because that's something I get from those flashbacks, is I know they were friends. I know that they were close in a way, but Frieren, she seemed sort of distant from the party, from Himmel and Heider. She didn't seem to really, like, be that attached to them emotionally, as much as, like, Himmel showed his, like, friendship, his love for Frieren. She didn't show a whole lot. So it's good that she's trying to, like, get that out there, even though that doesn't come naturally to her. Sure. Gosh, that dog, bro. Are we serious? I can hear it through my headphones. I swear it's the same dog every time. I don't know if I already talked to you guys. It might have been in the Kuroko series, but I went on a rant about that dog, and it is so... It's just every time I record. I swear I never hear it any time of the day, and I don't record at, like, the same time every day. I record at different times, and yet it always knows when I'm doing it. Head with him and the others. Yeah. Okay, she wants to kind of relive it before I'll sign it. Oh, okay. So she wants to reminisce, like, she wants to literally, like, follow in the footsteps of them again to try to, get to know them better, even though they're gone. I guess she feels like she owes them that. 16? Really? Okay, I had her ages a little mixed up. Can't be that. That was strange. Oh, she was talking. Oh, that's what she was talking about. Oh, yikes. Yeah, you never know, Frieren. You still could be growing. Oh, just damn. Trial by fire, apparently? What if she didn't stop that? Look at the ground. What if she didn't pull that off? Oh. Oh, okay. So, yep, Frieren, she knows what's up. Oh, damn. Yeah, that scared her? Oh, are you serious? Are you serious? I think she's had enough. Oh, okay, that wasn't bad. I thought Fern was like out of it. I thought she was like, damn, that was close. How did you do that? Nah, she's thinking. She's biding her time. Okay, maybe leave a little bit of forest left after you're done. The moment of impact. Oh, okay, yeah. Reserve the mana as much as possible. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, someone they visited a long time ago? With the party, maybe? Corruption. Oh, yeah. Part. 80 years ago. Yeah. So they would have handled it as the party, I think. By herself? Okay. That's kind of impressive. So before he was defeated by the party, but now Frieren is here to just handle it. Obviously she has Fern, but mostly on her own. I mean, damn. I mean, if maybe when they fought him the first time, she just kind of let Himmel take the spotlight. It seems to be the case that everyone keeps saying Himmel the hero and his party. So it seems like he was more the star. He was kind of the brightest personality, right? So it makes sense. But I feel kind of bad for the rest of the party. It seems like none of them hold grudges about it. It seems like most of them actually like appreciate it in a way. It just kind of sucks. Like Frieren kind of, she probably did a good part in this battle if she's talking about defeating him right now. But 30 years ago? Yeah, when he died. So he kept coming. Even as an oldie, Himmel was still like traveling around, checking up on people. Heartless. Oh, that's kind of sad. Yep. Hey, she eventually did. Yeah. He knew. Looking up at the same skies, him and everything. Mirroring the shots. I love the artistic direction of this show. Yeah, that man looks very intimidating. Are we 100% sure we can handle this? Too strong. Oh, couldn't downright like kill him or anything? They had to seal him away? Ooh. Piercing spell. Like straight up killing blow type of thing? Pierce defensive. Armor, damn, so it literally pierced everything. That's brutal. So like he could I was just thinking like maybe Fern will get a chance to show off her defensive magic, but I mean this is quite literally maybe the worst opponent to use defensive magic against. Straight up he created the spell that pierces through it. Man has that shit down. Yeah, like how does so Frieren, she thinks she can handle it? Or she knows she can handle it? Like why didn't she ask anybody for help? Calling her out every chance she gets. Yeah, this seems very, like, I feel like she's not really taking it that serious. I mean, she, obviously in the past 80 years it's been, Frieren would have learned another thing or two, so maybe she has something up her sleeve that can actually handle him, like, incredibly easily. And maybe this is sort of like a test for Fern or something? I think that would be very, very irresponsible on her part. But still, just only her and Fern being here to handle someone who is apparently as powerful as this, that's questionable. I don't know why she would not choose to have anyone else in on this. Yeah, feeling a little sore maybe. Near 80. Yeah, so he's an immortal. Yeah, they're both immortal. Avenge him. Uh-huh. Typical demon. Cast the... Yeah, cast the defensive spell. Oh? Okay, so maybe Fern can. Maybe the way Frieren has been teaching her. Too powerful. Studied. Oh, so like it's been figured out for a long time. He doesn't even like phase anybody anymore. Incorporated into the magic system. Oh, so they literally used his own magic to create like the cure. What's that called? Reverse engineering. They basically did with his spell. So he actually helped humanity with his one that's supposed to kill them. Damn, that's kind of... Man's probably pissed. Just ordinary, yeah, now he's just an average demon. So was he able to just copy it immediately? Great deal. Okay. So he's not just strong, he's actually smart. That's the worst thing to have in an enemy. Oh, nice. She's just creating like individual tiles to preserve the mana, right? Damn, that accuracy has to be insane. Oh, okay. Yep, just... Oh, damn. Oh, pushing back. This is hardcore. The music coming in and everything? Damn. Better be smitten. Oh, she just used his own spell against him. Just everything this man did led to his own demise. Damn. Yeah, killed by his own spell in more ways than one. That's wild. Bro, and they struggled with this man back in the day. They said that was like, he was too strong, they had to seal him away, and they ended them in 2 minutes flat. There's something that much more satisfying about it, knowing that it was kind of his, like, he was killed by his own power. Yep, and now... After all that, now she's interested in reading the magic tome. She's like, okay, maybe that is worth it. Uh-huh. Oh, it was... Flipped my script. What? Just straight up just slaps him or something. Damn. Hold on. What? Sorry? Hold up, Himmel. What did you just say? Yeah. She's meeting all these people who are like just children when she was around, right? That's gotta be such an odd feeling. Like this guy who's apparently like the mature, wise old man was the kid back in the day that tried to see her panties. That's just weird. How would you like handle that? She handles it pretty well. I'd just be like, oh god. Oh yeah, he has done nothing but prove that. It seems like every time he ever interacted with someone, it was about Frieren. Ben just couldn't get her off of his head. Basically, same vibe as last episode. Very similar. Of just like some nice, fresh, like Frieren's just learning, man. She's just like learning. She's more understanding. She's kind of taking what she regretted in the past and she's changing it into something that she can kind of be proud of. There's just something so satisfying about it, man. Like seeing someone who has gone such a long time, kind of doing her own thing, but then realizing there's a lot more to life than that. And then she's actively trying to change it, kind of on her own. Like, obviously Fern's there and she is helping her. We've seen her giving like little pieces of advice or just kind of going up against Frieren in her mindset. But Frieren, she's mostly doing it of her own accord. She's just a strong-willed person who like wants to change, because she knows she kind of has to in this world. If she wants connections, if she wants to feel something. Because I think that's kind of the case, is she's gone this whole time in her life without really feeling anything for anybody. The closest she got was with the adventurers, with her party. And then once she realized it was too late for that, that's when she decided that she needed to change herself. And it's kind of a nice sort of, I don't know if I would call it redemption, but it is very like kind of on the border of a redemption story of like, she didn't do anything wrong, but she is trying to become a better person. She is like taking my heart and twisting it around with the way that she is like choosing to handle these situations, choosing to take care of Fern. And the way she takes care of Fern is just really sweet. She's obviously putting into action all the stuff that she's wanted to learn, she wants to do, like buying her a gift, trying to get to know her better. It's so wholesome, the relationship that she's building with her. And the fact that Fern like understands Frieren. She understands that she can't really understand feelings, human emotion, but she's trying to help her. She's trying to explain to her in the best way that she can. So while Fern is learning from Frieren about like magic and, you know, defensive capabilities and the history of magic, Frieren is learning from her just humanity, emotions, and it's this very like give and take relationship that like it keeps building. They keep building on each other, and we're only 3 episodes in, and it's not just those two. It's the outside people too. Like, yeah, this old man who like. You can tell the growth that he's gone through. That's sort of the weird feeling I'm getting, is he used to be a kid who flipped up women's skirts as soon as they walked into the village. Like he had no boundaries as a little kid. And now he's like the wise old man that people come to like talk, probably like the village elder, that sort of thing. And it's just something so satisfying about that, is seeing these people like going through life, seeing who they became. And not just him, obviously, the old lady from last episode, it was basically the same thing. Saw her as a little kid when she was saved, and now she's like the old lady who wants to like set a good example for the village, keep the Himmel statue in order. I'm glad that they're bringing in these sort of like outside perspectives as well. It just sheds light on how long Frieren has been around and like how big of a journey she's been on since then. And don't even get me started on the Himmel relationship stuff, because they are definitely making it more like obvious that it was he had like romantic feelings for her. I would think, like, I've been getting that vibe from it, but they never really solidified it yet. But the whole scene of him saying like he's wanted to see her panties for like this whole time, that sort of makes me think that there was, you know, other feelings underneath that he really didn't let Frieren in on for his whole life, because I guess probably he somewhat knew it was like a romantic relationship, sort of doomed in a way, a tragic romance, I suppose. And I don't know if Frieren even knows about that aspect. I imagine that might be something that comes up to her like in the future. Maybe she figures it out, or maybe someone tells her and then she's even more heartbroken because nothing happened. Or maybe they just won't, and it'll be kind of this like subtle thing that like was referenced but didn't really need to be brought up because they knew it wasn't possible, which sucks. It just brings this whole level of, like I said, tragedy to that relationship, where like basically the whole time they knew each other, it seems like Himmel had feelings for her, had romantic feelings for her, but you know, nothing ever came of it because Frieren didn't notice, didn't try to understand them. And it kind of sucks because he obviously cared a lot about her, because, you know, he always talked about her. Everyone we've talked to is like, oh yeah, Himmel always said like you would come, that you would protect us, sort of thing. He had so much faith in her the entire time, even though she never came to visit him. Like through those 50 years, she only came at the very end. He still believed in her. He didn't take it like as a sign of offense. He knew what she was like, and he just knew her. He knew that that's what her life was like, and he didn't hold it against her. That relation, it's just such a wholesome relationship, and it's just sad. The more I see it, the more sad I am that he's dead, because like there's nothing else coming from it, man. I think in the future, like Frieren's gonna learn more about Himmel, in that aspect, perhaps the romantic stuff. And it's not fair of me to say that nothing's going to come from it, because I think more growth will come from Frieren if that ever comes to light, right? She'll realize that happened and how to deal with it, how to handle it, sort of thing in the future. But man, it's just sorry, a lot of dogs barking again. I can't really sit and wait for them to stop. because they may never stop. So I'm just going to keep talking. Hopefully they stop eventually. I do my best. I try. I promise you, I do my best to edit them out in audio, but that's basically as quiet as I can get them. What you're hearing right now. I'm not going to do a whole repeat of what I said last episode of how just incredibly satisfying watching the show is, but my point stands from what I said. It's just such a nice, it's just so different feeling from like other adventure stuff. Like we even got action this episode. We got the action of them fighting the demon, and it didn't feel like the typical adventure. It was awesome. The animation was great. The different types of magic that they were using, and Frieren like explaining what's going on. It was just such a realistic perspective of it. Like, yeah, they learned this powerful magic 80 years ago. Of course they're gonna adapt in 80 years. And hell, they even took it and used it as like normal defensive. The magic that was super strong 80 years ago is of course the typical like magic of today. You could say the same thing about reality. Weapons that they used 80 years ago, not nearly as like powerful as the ones they make today. It's such a realistic perspective of like, yeah, some enemy, some demon lord that fell asleep. Obviously, I know this guy wasn't a demon lord. He was just demon mage or something like that they called him. But still, like, if the prophecy was of 300 years ago, this demon lord was put to rest and he's coming back today, he really wouldn't be as powerful. Like, if he didn't learn anything, if he wasn't locked away, like treating himself, doing something to make himself stronger, he really wouldn't be as much of a threat as he was way back in the day. That's kind of a weird thing to think about. It kind of puts a different perspective on the typical stories like that. Like, I was going to say Harry Potter with Voldemort, but he wasn't locked away for like hundreds of years. He was like 20 years or something like that. So point still stands. Like, they could have come up with something better in that period of time. And even though they had the action scene that was like typical adventure anime stuff, I loved it, but it still had like a Frieren charm to it of like the world building and how it was still kind of like a learning experience for Fern in a way. Like Frieren, she wasn't stressed. She knew from the start. I was even talking about how I was stressing about it. But of course, Frieren knew. She's like, yeah, no, this guy, he ain't nothing today. There's something just charming about Frieren, like having that knowledge. She's a very intelligent girl. Most elves are. I think elves are supposed to be a very intelligent species, but it's not just that. It's just the way she is. She just takes things in stride, that sort of thing. I love it. I love her character. I love Fern's character. I love the relationship stuff, the action. They're proving that like if they do action, if they focus more on the action in the future, they can definitely handle it. The magic in these sort of fantasy anime is sort of like a make or break thing. Like even they do something like revolutionary to differ it from other shows, or it's a bit of the same of like everything we've seen before in other isekai fantasy, blah, blah, blah. I'd say this one is kind of like, it's awesome. It looks very good. It hasn't done anything like incredible, but it's like nice, crisp animation. I enjoy watching it, and that's that's kind of what matters. I feel like they can build on it really well in the future, so I'm very much looking forward to any other action they do. But I'm here for the characters. I am here 100% for Frieren and Fern and anybody else who comes along. I'm just really enjoying the relationship aspect of this show. It's just so absolutely charming, satisfying. Every word I've used already, just repeat it because that's all I know. That's all I know how to say is this show is so damn good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. Like, I obviously love the show. I'm going to keep praising it at the same points of it constantly. So I think that's it, though. I think I don't really need to say anything else. Just, yeah, I need to just do a day of recording this show because I want to get like kind of ahead a little bit, since I think we're pretty close to the end of it. The release schedule of this season, I think they're on like episode 24 or something now. So I should try to pick it up a bit, but and obviously I just want to see what happens. I love these characters so much, but so far that's just it for this episode. I'm loving it. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated on this series or any of my other series like Kuroko no Basket that I'm currently doing. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode, video, whatever you want to say, just no spoilers. I do have a Patreon link down in the description if you want to help support me a little bit more, plus gives you early access to the videos, and that's pretty cool. I think, that's pretty worth it. I like my videos. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.